What is going on again, guys? Lone Wolf here, and today we're going to be playing some more Offroad Outlaws. I actually did think about doing Gigabit Offroad, but I actually want to do this so we can see if we can complete Tundra at the end of the video. Now, Tundra has, quite a bit of boxes and tractors, but yeah, we're gonna do a couple of tractors for, actually no, since we're early in the game, might as well do some of the boxes. Now, I kind of want to do a little bit of a comparison with all the vehicles when it comes to the hauling. So we're gonna do one trip in each vehicle for each load, or each type of load, and see exactly how well all the vehicles react. We're gonna do this as a baseline. I should not start in second. Now, if we remember the last video, this thing runs better with low range on, and we're in top gear. Seems like we will top out at around 50 to 60 miles an hour, which is actually pretty good. Now, in real life, that would be terrible, because most highways are 65 or 70. Now, I've noticed in the past couple of games that I've played, there has been a ton of boxes. You may notice a little bit of a budget increase for the next vehicle we come out to build. Now, I'm not sure fully what that vehicle is going to be next. If you guys want to give me a suggestion, please let me know down below. Now, we did get a level up, and 3 grand, no issues at all, as long as we stay in low, which is actually pretty good. So let's go to the next vehicle. Alright, so we're in the Ram now. I don't remember if I have to use low for this, but we're gonna do the same setup because I'm pretty sure the Ram and the Chevy is tuned exactly the same. Now, it does not look like we're going to be able to use the other Chevy Duramax that we built a couple of videos ago on this trip, but we could use it to get there. I know that's a little bit unfair, but yeah, we're going to take the same route. So, 18, wait, I think we might use the Chevy for like a couple. I'm still gonna max load it, because it doesn't seem to matter if you have it fully loaded or if you have it at the remaining of what you actually need. And yes, it seems like it tops out at 40, so we're gonna use low range. Wow, low range might be slower. I'm curious what I have this thing tuned at, because I don't remember. Yeah, low range is 1 mile an hour faster, and it's not really, it's not nearly as effective when going up small inclines. Oh yeah, this thing is not really a tow rig, but in high range it goes up to 40. But again, we gotta remember, I kind of built this to be like an all-rounder. Look at the angle that the links have. That is kind of insane. Man, I forgot how good this thing freaking looks. Honestly, I like this and this design the best. I kind of want to change up this design a little bit to make it a little better. Now you may notice that this one is using an automatic transmission. I honestly don't feel like it's going to matter exactly how much or what gearbox you're using. I think the only difference is gonna be is possibly the reaction time to shifting. I almost ruled it there, and it seems like it was willing to. Oh, are you gonna shift? That's interesting. It won't shift if you're in low. Wait, so if I came from a dead stop, that's interesting. I never actually noticed that. And out of all of these vehicles, this one's pretty the fastest, but it's not nearly as fast when you're in low. That's weird that it doesn't shift. I honestly don't know if they purposely made it to do that or not. I kind of want to see. It seems like this is your lighter duty truck because it is definitely struggling a little bit to climb up that hill. The other two trucks, I only shifted it down a couple of times and it just pulls right on through. Doesn't lose much speed. Alright, we're done with this area, Hilltown. We just got the port, gas station, and quarry, and the power station. Which, we're halfway through the port. I think we're gonna do that next. Now, you know your truck is high when you need an 8-inch drop hitch. I'm honestly kind of curious how far you can adjust the hitch before it starts breaking the game. I'm not really sure. Also, I'm pretty sure I think it's either the logs or the tractors that's the heaviest load you can get in the game. So I'm very curious how different they act. We're actually going to go to the quarry, not the port, because it seems like we have a hill to go up on the quarry. So, and it sucks that we can only carry one at a time, but it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. A couple of videos I did mention I kind of wish they have semi-trucks. This is the reason why. And it also seems like this runs about the same with the tractors. That's actually really nice. I forgot to turn. The off-road trails in this map aren't labeled that well. Yeah, it's right here. I wish they did a little bit of a change to the trails. It would be actually nice to know. Wait, am I gonna need low range for this? Okay, once it shifts into first, then it will pull. It is a little bit of a struggle. There you go. But it doesn't do too bad. Now I'm trying to keep all the vehicles, or all the tests, completely fair by keeping the drop hitch the exact same on all vehicles. I try to keep them as level as possible, but it's kind of hard when all vehicles are different sizes and their suspensions tuned completely differently. This thing seems to be struggling a little bit. If I would have known the low range didn't work on the newer Chevy that we built, I would have used high range on all the tests. But I guess of course, it was the last vehicle I used. This thing pulls about the same as the Chevy last round. I'm very curious what the OBS Chevy would act on this. Alright, again, 8-inch drop hitch. Curious what this thing can do. I bet this thing will do best for heavy hauling on hills, but the other two will do best on heavy hauling when it comes to just like standard driving, which we're going to go across the map for the next test to finish off that one area by the abandoned gas station, I believe. And it seems like this one is tuned better. I haven't needed to shift it first. That's crazy. That's insane, actually. Makes me wonder, did I actually tune this truck to be a heavy hauler on accident? Because I didn't even touch the tuning up options for any of the trucks since we did the builds on them. Now I know for sure I have not shown off the upgrades on the Ram recently. I left it alone since the race days. I'm pretty sure I tuned this to be a race vehicle. Yeah, I haven't messed with it. So it seems like we need a lot more boxes for the last not the last location, but the gas station. I'm still very curious how all of these trucks will do just driving. It's mostly flat too. That's why I'm also doing this. This would be like a more mid-range hauling test. I'm not fully sure what to call it. Maybe an average driver would haul on trails like this. Not trails, but highways. I do kind of want to try some off-road hauling on these vehicles. Let me know if you guys want to see those. It seems like this thing does struggle a little bit. Do I need to let go of the gas and then, yeah. That's the only hill other than the bridge that we have to worry about. Other than that, it's pretty level. This thing does get up to speed, and then it loses it once it hits third gear-ish, I think. Now, the worst part is we can't floor it through here because the bridge is built so bad. And this trailer seems to be unstable when it hits the bridge. I kind of wish I was using a different route, but then it would be spending a lot more time. Yeah, but this thing does really well. It tops out at like 46-ish, which is not bad. I kind of wish low range works for this, but at the same time, I can understand. Even though I don't understand that we are fully loaded. Let's just turn around and see how well this thing can do. I am going to try to shift it into third. See if it does the same exact thing as the Chevy. Oh, this might not even get to third. Yeah, I'll definitely tune this to not haul stuff. This thing seems to be topping out at like 39. Possibly 40 here? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, how many holes am I driving on? Good grief. Honestly, this is probably the worst truck to choose with this tuning. And we're also fully loaded. The drop hitch is still the same. I haven't changed it since I adjusted them all. It seems like Already, we passed top speed of both of the other trucks. Now, so far, second gear might be the top gear we can use when it comes to driving all three of these vehicles. But they're all tuned differently. But out of all of them, this one is much faster. He's topping out 54. I probably could go a lot faster, but I don't trust myself to be flooring it this fast. I do still plan on making the blower version of this. This one's just turboed, and I want to see if they are completely different. If that's something you guys are interested in, please subscribe to see that video come out. I think it's gonna take a couple of videos to finish all of them, but I was just curious on how all three vehicles handle that. They seem to handle fine. This seems to be the best. This is like the best truck I have. No, I honestly wasn't expecting this to be better than all of these trucks at the same time. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this little series, please like and subscribe.